Okay, I'm back. Fire. Fire is still going. I didn't catch if people's phone had filled back up yet. It has. Could probably set up a barrier of foam. What is this stuff? It's marshy soil, so I think the fire will still even spread past that. I would like to at least get that suppressed. I can have Sammy take care of that. Sammy's very tired. I'll have Mal, Margarita, biscotti, and cornbread. I don't think the fire can really jump past here. So if I can stop the front over here, then that'll probably slow it down pretty significantly. Sammy, I think, can probably put this out by himself. Careful use of foam. And then the liberal application of water. I wonder if I should just put foam down over here. Nah, I'll try to actually. I'll try to at least like cut the fire off a little bit, I guess. Oh, there's the rain. Well, now I just got to use the foam up just to have it emptied. Rain usually shows up eventually, but it can take a while, as you can see. Of course, now there's going to be like new fires starting, potentially, but that's okay. Ah, brutal fires. Distress signal. I've never actually done one of these distress signal things. Got 14 days to pop over there. These hops are almost done. I probably can pop over there. See what that's about. The Procus should be out of here very soon. Yeah, 6 hours. I will not be sad to see them gone, frankly. They weren't necessarily a huge problem, and I did, strictly speaking, get some melee training out of the deal. But they have used up a fair amount of my medical supplies. And, meals. Not much. But I will be getting a map. And a book. The Lonesome Goblin. Well-written novel covers a beggar as he fights against injustice. It is interesting and engaging, but is riddled with continuity errors. And the plasteel, obviously, is always welcome. There's the shuttle. See you later, dude. I would like these things to be inside. Apparently I can't store that book. feel like I should be able to. There's a spot right there, but whatever. Cornbread. Should just set that to unload. While not a whole lot's going on, Mal can probably be working on reading that map. See if I can reveal that quest. Those hops are just about done, too. Brigand Lair. Oh. I was hoping it'd be one of those ancient soldier things. I don't know what you can get from stuff like that. I've done a few of those types of missions and never really got anything too wild, but it really has only been a few of those types of missions. I think I have too much wood on board right now. Copy those settings, put them over here. Overreact a little bit when I got low. Took on like 2,000 more than I wanted to. It's kind of using up all my storage space. I think that's why no one's picking up this plasteel over here. There's just nowhere to put it. All the shelf space is filled with wood. This is usually what I do to solve those problems, though, is just build some shelves and set them to hold the thing that I don't want at critical. People will load stuff on there, they can use it while I'm here, and then when I leave, it'll just get left behind because I don't need it. So it's a nice little auxiliary storage sort of situation. $75 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 75 by 18. How much is that? 1,300? Yeah, that should be fine. I don't want to leave behind too much, but that should be okay. Now with that guest out of here, somebody can get their own bedroom again. Do I want it to be Mal or Cornbread? I guess it was Cornbread's old room. You can take it back. Beer should be rolling in now. Okay, there we go. The hops are done. Which means I can leave. I think I'm going to wait until the morning and then probably set up everybody into combat positions. Go and check out what that distress signal is like. Not done one of those. It really is a shame. That's a psychic soothe for males. All the males just feel better for a little while. It's a shame that's female. But with Sammy and Margarita as the parents, it kind of limits who they can potentially pair with. Biscotti, who was her parents again? Also Sammy and Margarita. Thorn was Paul and Larissa. But Thorn's already with Biscotti. If I have Thorn be the father of a child, who would be the mother? Mal, I guess? I don't know. Bloodlines get confusing because I don't really have that many people. It was very helpful to have Squirrel around, you know. do I want to do a little hunting before I go as well? Because I'm out of meat. Just suboptimal. Not the end of the world. My people will just eat the nutrient paste meals, which I can fund off of rice pretty much indefinitely. But they do enjoy it when there's better stuff available. Which hide was better, the elephant or the rhino? Let's see. Rhino leather is worth 420. So rhino leather is worth more. 129, 24, 150. 112. Okay, so the rhino is better hide. I'll go for the rhinos. Probably have biscotti and thorn work together on that. And I'll bring cornbread along too, as backup in case the rhinos charge, which they do sometimes. Do want cornbread to be in the front. In fact, there we go. That's all the rhinos charging. Can I burden these things? Yes. Ooh, those are closing in faster than I would have liked. Might need to have everyone back off and have Sammy come in to help here. You two guys. Okay, that's one down. I'm not sure why they're not shooting at the next one. Oh, I guess because it's slightly around the corner. That's two down. Where'd that other one even go? What the hell? I guess it's just trying to find somebody to fuck up. It doesn't really care who. Well, it went to the wrong place. The guy with the minigun is not necessarily the best one to try to charge. The Scotty should be able to hunt that to death. Thorn can hunt the other one. Cornbread can haul this one since it's closer. And that should take care of everything. Since the hunt command, they'll execute one on the ground and then they'll also haul it. Oh. Who's getting this one? Oh, I never actually set up a stockpile. So there was nowhere to put it. Whoops. Well, no point in doing it now because it's already been gathered up. Wow. And now there's a ton of stuff in the freezer. Let's bust out a throne speech heatwave. Okay, I don't really care. Will it be a good throne speech for once? Maybe. Sammy's social skill is better than it was before. A steel meteorite just dropped down. Well, that's fine. I don't really need steel. like everybody to eat. Oh, wow. There we go. So now it's time to go check out that distress signal. I want to have all my guns powered up because if there's stuff that needs shooting, I would like my guys to be able to just get right to it. I'll have Cornbread take up the typical spot he takes up. Scotty will take that spot so that she can just go right back in there. Thorn will take that spot for... Oh no, we'll take that spot. Sammy will take that one. Margarita will take that one. Larissa is still in the pod for 1.4 days. Probably would have made sense to wait for her to be ready. Oh, wait. I have to wait for her to be ready because she's my pilot. Whoops. Alright, well, never mind, guys. I'll wait for her to wake up and then go check out that distress signal. I'm surprised there's a full 14 days to respond to that. New quest. What are the rewards? Damn. That's a lot of money. And that's a hell of a book for mining research. But I don't really need any of that. I wonder what happens if I accept this and then just leave. I've got a lot of goodwill. I think I might try that just for honor because I'm curious as to what happens in that situation. I can have Thorn accept it and go up a rank. Since Thorn is currently an Acolyte. If he goes up to Knight, I don't know if that'll be enough. It might be enough. If he goes up to Knight, I don't think I need to do anything different for his bedroom. Look at my chart over here. Area 24, impressive 40, all floor, double bed, end table dresser. So it's impressive enough. Is it big enough? I think I made these big enough. 16 and 9. Yeah. I'll see what happens with that. Because I'm curious. Normally with those things, you get the reward after you have destroyed the mech hive, or the mech, whatever you call it. Oh, I didn't see that guy over there. Whoops. Yeah, normally get the reward after you destroy the cluster, and that's what they're called. But if I leave, it makes it where you can't go to this spot anymore. So that cluster is effectively destroyed. Or at the very least, it can't ever be attacked again. So I don't know how that is handled. I'd like to find out. And we're just kind of milling around, waiting for Larissa to get younger here. Ooh, she's still gonna have a pretty substantial gap with old Sauce here. But there's still a fair amount of time before Sauce is gonna be 18 anyways, so that's more time for age reversal. It's just always tricky to do it for Larissa, since she's the pilot. You know, it kind of makes it where I need her to be available more often than not. Really, everybody's pretty important. It's not a very big crew. And there's a lot of stuff to do at a given day. How's Thorn's shooting looking now? Pretty good. Guess I can check everyone's gear. Make sure their shirts and pants are doing okay. It's looking like it. Yeah, so that's fine. 120 degrees outside, so probably don't need to be running the heaters. It's actually really hot inside. Probably should turn on the air conditioning. The power, if the air conditioners aren't really doing anything, they only take like 20 watts or something like that. So I don't really care a ton about the power savings of having them off, but the big thing of having them off is they don't break while they're off. If something is powered on, even if it's not being used, if it's powered on, it does constantly break down periodically. That uses up components. And I might have plenty of steel and plenty of components, but it is just kind of like an unnecessary draw on resources. I prefer to avoid when possible. Growth tier 3, gonna be 4 for sure. Looking fine. And it looks like in the morning, Larissa will be out of that pod, and it'll be a good time to stack up what I was doing there and fly away. I think she's already, yeah, she's already good to go. So I just need everyone to have their breakfast. And by everyone, I mean apparently just Sammy, who's, I wouldn't say sleeping in, it's only 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, but sleeping in longer than everyone else. Now we're good to go. So Thorn, over here. Biscotti, over here. Sammy, over here. Margarita, over here. Cornbread will take up the melee position, and then Mal and Larissa need to be left alone so that they can pilot the ship. Everyone's in position. Let's go see what this distress signal's about. Off we go. Oh, what the hell is this? Fleshmass. Oh. Oh, okay. I can see why they have a problem here. What the hell? Solid mass of twisted flesh. It throbs and shivers with horrible life. Okay. Pit burrow. Yeah, this isn't looking great. Also, this place looks like it's gonna burn like crazy. What else is here? Just a sinful glut of steel. A little bit of silver ore. That's nice to see. Decent amount of compacted machinery kind of scattered around the map. What is this? Just some ruins of some kind. Yeah, I don't know about this. Finger spike. Fleshy dog-sized creature with a single spiked limb. Despite their short legs, finger spikes can move remarkably fast. Okay. Tri-spike. Man-sized amalgamation of several smaller flesh beasts. Each of the creature's limbs is capable of surviving independently. On death, tri-spikes may split into separate finger spikes as each limb rips free and attacks. What the fuck were these guys doing over here? Nothing good. Tough spike. Fleshy man-sized creature with 2 spiked limbs and an armored carapace. Throw hardened keratin spikes to take down victims from a distance. Dissolve into puddles of liquefied flesh if they're not butchered quickly. Alright. Wonder what kind of range they have. I like how their life expectancy is 15, and the time to respond to this was like 13 or 14 days. I don't know much about the anomaly stuff. I've not done that yet. I intend to try to dip into that more in the next playthrough I'm going to do with my husband. That should be an interesting experience. Well, I can certainly see why they were having problems here, because this is a bit of a mess. I'd like to land somewhere where things have to kind of work their way over to me. Something like that would probably work. Because this is all shallow water. Though they'll likely just go around rather than trying to assault directly. I'm not sure what path they're going to try to take. I'd prefer to have the tail of the ship pointed at them so that I can try to do as much damage as possible with the guns and such. Well, this seems like it could still potentially do some damage. I'm not too worried about being able to move around easily myself, so I can jump pack over most of this water if necessary. I don't see much of a reason to stay here for an extended amount of time. Like, I could mine up that silver, and I might. But it's not a big deal. Oh, forgot to redraft everybody. Oh, I don't know what the fuck happened there. Sammy, get back to your spot. Same. More bread for sure. I guess I never put anyone over there, or did I leave someone behind by accident? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that's right. Who did I have over there? Margarita. She just moved very quickly, I guess. Larissa and Mal can just move up. Good. I do like these uranium slug turrets. They're pretty badass. I think that's okay. That shuttle's out here. That's fine. I was hoping this stuff would move up to attack. Might have to try to bait it out. Who would be best for that? Probably Larissa. Or actually probably Thorn. All of those guys just take up safe spots. Larissa can hold this door open. Just kind of want to provoke the attack. There we go. Now they're coming in. Looks like they're kind of reluctant to move up beyond that, though. Maybe I have to actually just stay in the water a little bit? Try to get within range where I can plink at them. Just to draw them out. I hope I don't get shot. Oh yeah, here we go. Wow, this is getting messy. Have Thorn start moving out of there because, ooh, it's getting ugly quickly. Oh wow, his jetpack just took that thing out. That's pretty nice. What damage did he take? A bruise to the right ear. Okay. I'm going to activate this rocket turret. Just try to blow that open over there. Yeah, that's pretty good. Poor deer got caught in the crossfire. It looks like that's the majority of the crap. I think what I'm going to do is actually leave the hatches open for my uranium slug turrets. But let my other ones close and just move up with everybody. There we go. That way they can provide some amount of covering fire should some things pop up and try to move forward. How much damage? That's like trivial damage. Cornbread, just 10 without medicine, just to patch him up. Larissa can probably do some fishing here, which she doesn't get to do very often. And I'll just walk. I'm going to put that thing out of its misery, too. Did that kill it? Yes. So I did see at least one thing in here. I'm guessing there's probably going to be more than just that one thing. What the fuck is that? Flesh sack. What is all of this crap? Skull cap. Elitech's helmet. Elitech's vest. Thycoid leaves. I'll take that. Maybe I should just throw some fire in there and call it a day. Maybe I can have Sammy teleport some of this crap out. For some reason I'm not getting the option to teleport it outside the room. That's weird. Oh, wow. That thing got on me quickly. Oh, so that's how it's going to be then. Alright, if that's how it's going to be, then that is fine by me. Just get in here and do it the old-fashioned way. a little concerned that this big blob thing is going to explode into a bajillion other things. No? Okay. Free bionic eye. We'll continue to have Cornbread do the door opening, though, because you never know what you're going to find, and it's nice to have a melee guy be the one that's finding it. Let's have Thorn Semi, and I don't know if Mal's going to be able to actually hit anything. Oh, no, she can. In theory, at least. Harbinger seed. Oh, I think that's that thing that makes a plant that eats corpses. Feeding on corpses and raw meat will consume those placed nearby. Tree can be harvested for twisted meat and bioferrite. In tribal myth, these trees are the emissaries of a mad, shapeless god who rules an endless black ocean. The myth ends after the shapeless god reaches up from the water and tears down the sky. Interesting stuff. I have these two hang out outside, I believe. Well, that's just some batteries. There's another one of those weird flesh sack things. And it had a dead guy inside. Well, this has been weird. These holes have got me a little bit nervous. I'm hoping that that's just where the things came out originally, and that they will not come out again. Some uranium ore. I've got a lot of uranium ore at the moment, though. I don't honestly know if I want to gather that. And where was that silver? Way the hell up here. Oh, I didn't see that one. Okay, well, problem solved. This has been weird. That's for sure. Mad deer. You know, that's not too surprising if I'm being honest. Cornbread, I would like you to help provide cover. Well, this will be a lot of meat, that's for sure. All right. So I'm going to need to set up a dumping zone for sure. Do one like here. And after I've gathered as much of that as I can, which isn't going to be much, actually. Still have a lot of wood on board, which is taking up a lot of space. I can build some bridges, though. That'll help in two ways. They'll burn some of the wood and also make it a little bit easier for me to get around. I also want to make sure that this didn't expand to the home area. It did not. Excellent. We'll build a little fishing zone right here. Yeah, Larissa can do some fishing. Sauce does not need to be doing fishing. And I guess I'll turn my crematorium on for a little bit, just to get rid of any bodies that are in inconvenient places. Oh, and there actually is herbal medicine to be had here, which is nice. I'll harvest that. That should get everyone some stuff to do in the meantime. I wonder if I can manually rearm these things. I guess it probably uses, if it's like the other stuff, it probably uses the same amount of uranium no matter what I do. If it's completely filled or if it's just, or rather if it's one away from being completely filled or if it's completely empty. I've got so much uranium though. How much is he holding? 26. Catfish. Oh. Larissa's doing the fishing thing. I'll just chill here for a little bit. There was also that bandit camp thing. Where was that? The brigand lair. Way off to the side. Just checking to see if there are any other trading opportunities that I haven't hit up yet. That one. I think I'd have to do a stop off. But that's okay. Yeah, I can't quite reach. But I can just stop here to rearm. In fact, I can probably sell the hats off here because the royal people just fucking love hats. See if these guys have anything of interest. Healing factors I already have, so I can sell that. Focus. What level does this require? Level 4. Okay, so that's not very useful at the moment. Artistic trainer. Nothing too exciting here. Yeah. Not really seeing anything that's super relevant to me here. Except the one advanced component, which I won't even bother, honestly. So I'll just have Larissa come back. There is also that space spot. Oh, it's only got 8 days. I don't know if I can even get to that. That's pretty far away. I just barely can't reach. I can trade with these guys on the way back. These guys don't generally have stuff that's super relevant for me because they are more primitive. I mean, I guess I could get more herbal medicine, but I'm actually harvesting some now, so I'm not too pressed for that. I thought I sold those healing factors. I guess not. Everything else is all pretty base level stuff. I could clear that ancient complex. Those ancient complexes have honestly been not very exciting. They've been pretty disappointing. And it does seem like you can't get the ancient danger at the same time as the ancient complex. I don't know if that's just a fact or if that's just been how the luck of the draw has been going. But that is how the luck of the draw has been going at the very least. So much meat. I think I need to store some of this rice in the shuttle. Put like 1,500 of it on board. Need to free up some of this freezer space for the deer swarm. Should also be leather to put on there, plain leather. Plain leather is not great for generating money, but I might need to turn it into hats and such just to get rid of it. You know, it's relatively low value, but it's better than zero value. In fact, I'll just do that now, I guess. Take 1,000 of it out. It'll be 20 hats. I'll keep Mal busy for a brief moment. And it frees up some mass from the shuttle, which is good. Still don't really have enough space in the freezer. Goddamn. I don't want the pigs. I don't care if it escapes. I don't care. Masterwork hat. Oh, well, everything's at least on board now. The meat still is in the process of being stored, but that's okay. Man, do I even want to go after that complex thing? Where's that other thing? Way up here. Might just try to scoot across and see if I can get to that orbital thing. I don't know what all could be in that orbital thing. But I do know that I don't really need anything else here, and this place is creepy. Oh yeah, I forgot. About to try accepting that other quest. Cancel the launch. I'll accept this just for the honor with Thorn. Oh my god, so many mechanoid clusters. And now I'm going to leave. Man, even if I go all the way over, I don't know if I'll be able to get to that orbital thing before it expires. But I can certainly take a crack at it. It's a long way. I'm curious to see what happens here, though. I think... yeah, those clusters are gone. I just gotta check to see if Thorn got that honor. Because I feel like the prize happens immediately. Oh, we'll see in a second here. Be nice if there were an ancient danger here. Oh, well, there's plasteel and gold, so that's nice at least. Kind of dangerously positioned. Elephants. Components. Steel. No ancient danger, though. That I can see, at least. This will probably just be another one of those short stops. I want to get rid of those walls. Yeah. I think I'll just mine up the plasteel and gold and then probably just bounce right away. But I'll take that up in the next one. I'll see you in a bit.